What are you going to do before an IKEA launch? Especially when you have almost 1 year left. Why don't we do something special? So we started to collect ideas. What will be the best way that we can introduce IKEA to Koreans? Why don't we tell them IKEA's story through a new concept of the IKEA Korea? So we decided to create story rooms in places frequented by people. How? Comfy and cozy home of IKEA, just like my home. To make story rooms, we first had to understand Koreans' life at home. We studied Koreans in many ways and established the positioning strategy of IKEA Korea. Now it's time to make a detailed plan for our story rooms. Where, when, and how could we build an IKEA house? And what should we call it? We wanted it to be new, friendly, focused on home, and most of all, IKEA-like. So we came up with a name for it. Hey Home. This story room will be where IKEA from Sweden says hello to Koreans for the first time. For Koreans who meet IKEA for the first time, we chose to approach them step by step. Step 1. Understand IKEA. Step 2. Experience IKEA. Step 3. Inspiration by IKEA and visit the IKEA store in Gwangmyeong. Now, shall we take a look at how the Hey Home campaign went? How could we let Koreans know about IKEA? Let them understand IKEA. The first thing should be to explain the IKEA brand, home furnishing for the many, democratic design, and what it means to provide low-price products with good quality, design, function, and sustainability. Where will be the optimal location of the first Hey Home? We thought a hot and trendy place must be a good location to create a powerful impact, even with a small story room, which brought us to choose Karosogil in Shinsadong, Seoul. Karosogil is frequented by young and stylish people aged 20 to 35 and is lined up with cafes, restaurants, designer shops, and lifestyle shops. Let's go and look around. In the first Hey Home, we introduced IKEA products and the brand story and carried out pop quiz and events for visitors. We invited famous bloggers to introduce IKEA to them. We introduced one of the Swedish culture, fika, to the visitors. And our IKEA interior designer talked about Swedish home furnishing. Northern European interior design is all the go in Korea these days. The Furnishing Media and PR Day event was held involving PR agencies and the media. And the story of the first Hey Home was covered by various media outlets. Along with the first Hey Home, IKEA Korea's launch captured ardent interest from Korean broadcasters. Korean furniture manufacturers also began to closely watch IKEA's next moves.
It's very much to understand more the market, so we have done a lot of research to understand life at home, what are the dreams and needs for the many people, and then of course we will provide solutions that fits the many dreams for people in Korea.
Many people visited IKEA's story room. They talked about IKEA and came to know about IKEA. Our story room was visited by 7,141 people in a short span of time and gained an increasing number of following bloggers and Facebook fans. Visitors to the IKEA homepage went up by 30%. As such, IKEA took the first step in Korea with flying colors, and now it was time for IKEA to surprise people. Wow, time to let them see what makes IKEA different. Experience IKEA. We wanted to let people know how fun it is to experience IKEA in person, making IKEA furniture, experiencing Swedish culture, tradition, and food. If we want even more people to experience IKEA, where would be the optimal place? A shopping mall frequented by families with children. Making an IKEA story room, there must be a good idea to bring in more people. Let's take a look at Times Square. The second Hey Home displayed more diversified concepts of room sets and home furnishing solutions, such as blogger room and home office, recreated in sizable space. We wanted to introduce this space to more people, so we had a small celebration among our coworkers and people from media outlets. We invited famous bloggers, IKEA Facebook friends, and listened to young Koreans' voices. They posted reviews of the second Hey Home on their blogs and shared them with friends. Fashion magazines ran feature articles about IKEA's Hey Home. The second Hey Home held many events, especially for families. In the Mother's Day and Father's Day events, parents got time to enjoy Hey Home too with their children and learned how to decorate a house with kids. The Midsummer Party was a fun and different event to experience Swedish culture. Now, it's time to experience IKEA products. At the second Hey Home, our customers met flat-pack furniture in person, which people may feel difficult to assemble. This Assembly is Fun event was a good opportunity to feel the pleasure of IKEA. Also, people could understand the delicious fika time in Hey Home too, and this time Save the Children participated with us. How did all these people come to know about IKEA and visit us? We ran subway advertisements for the second Hey Home at the busy Seoul station. Hey Home was visited by media officials including broadcasters SBS and KBS, as well as ordinary citizens. Style Log, a popular styling program of a cable channel, On Style, was filmed at Hey Home to try IKEA products and ask for interior tips. Wow! Hey Home drew so much attention also from online media. Let's go and ask visitors what they think of Hey Home.
우리나라 그 가구 제품들하고 디자인이나 이런 게 많이 좀 달라서 새로운 느낌?
요소요소마다 다르게 또 이렇게 컨셉이 돼 있는 거 보고 신선하다?
생각지도 못한 그 아이디어 상품들이 있어서 좀 재밌었어요.
많이 홍보가 돼서 이게 많이 알려졌으면 좋겠어요.
네, 항상 기대는 하고 있었어요. 뭐 아시아에서 최대로 생긴다고 그래가지고 뭐 이케아에 대한 뭐 브랜드에 대한 어떤 건 그런 믿음 이런 것도 좀 있었던 것 같고 그래서 기대를 많이 하고 좀 더 빨리 오픈해가지고 좀 더 좋은 제품 만났으면 좋겠습니다.
The second Hey Home was full of surprises. Do you know how many people came? 203,500! Wow! Thanks to broad social networks in Korea, our story room enjoyed so much attention through the media and by word-of-mouth effect. There is something we need to talk about. Now, it is time now that we should pay attention to IKEA in Gwangmyeong. Inspiration by IKEA. Grand opening of IKEA Korea and how it will change your home. So far, 2 Hey Homes were opened in 2 locations in Seoul. And IKEA store is right here in Gwangmyeong. Maybe 2 Hey Homes are not enough. Our third Hey Home will tell people in more details how to get to IKEA in Gwangmyeong. That will be done through KTX stations. IKEA Gwangmyeong is a distance from Seoul and is not quite close to come from other provinces. In order to shorten psychological distance on people's mind, we opened 4-story rooms across the country so that they can visit us more easily. KTX stands for Korea Train Express, which is a high-speed train linking all corners of Korea. Through KTX, we could communicate IKEA to people all around and tell them they can easily visit IKEA in Gwangmyeong via KTX. Then now, shall we draw up our third Hey Home? Seoul Station is the gateway for people from other provinces to visit Seoul. It is the largest central station in Seoul, with connections to bus and subway stations. Seoul Station is next to several shopping malls and is always busy with people. The third Hey Home was opened here in Seoul Station. Let's get out of Seoul to another Hey Home. This is KTX Station in Daejeon. We installed a show cube inside the station and opened Hey Home. Next was KTX Station in Busan. Busan is the second largest city in Korea, and many people use KTX Station in Busan. It takes only 2 hours and a half to travel via KTX from Busan to IKEA in Gwangmyeong. We also installed a show cube in Busan Station to showcase the third Hey Home and IKEA to people. The last is Gwangmyeong Station, which is the final destination to visit IKEA and at the same time the starting point to get there. So far, we have operated 6 Hey Homes in Garosu-gil in Shinsa, Times Square in Yeongdongpo, Seoul Station, Daejeon, Busan, and Gwangmyeong. Many Koreans came to learn about the launch of IKEA Korea through Hey Homes, and they came to understand the IKEA concept and products, and look forward to the grand opening of IKEA in Gwangmyeong. Finally, the time to meet IKEA Korea is coming. The first IKEA store will be opened in Gwangmyeong, Gyeonggi-do, which is close to Seoul. It is close to a KTX station so that people from across the province can easily visit IKEA. The very first IKEA store in Korea, Gwangmyeong. Now we are waiting for the grand opening of IKEA Gwangmyeong. But this is not the end. This is just a start to the better life at home, and it will be drawn by IKEA Korea. A happy everyday life starts at home. Hey Home! It is where your happy life begins, and IKEA Korea takes its first step in Korea. Hey IKEA Korea, välkommen! Happy life at home! Hope you got inspired to do something similar in your market.